Hello everyone, my name is Durval Prashad Patel from 4th A Group number 2. You are watching School Tech News channel. Today we are going to take interview of COD Patralekha ma'am. Welcome ma'am.
Thank you so much, dear.
So, I would like to introduce my co-reporters.
I am Arun Nitin Pandre.
I am Aryam Prakash Bogi.
My name is Shrira Shiraskar.
I am Krisha Yadav.
Hello everyone, my name is Arjun Rajeswarade.
Okay. We would like to know from ma'am your ruling of COD. So, what is it for?
COD is the abbreviation of coordinator. As I am the academic coordinator, it's my duty to ensure smooth functioning of academic transition, knowledge transferring, and obviously I have to coordinate between different important stakeholders of school, right? It can be parents, student, teacher, other faculties and administrative staffs as well. So I used to ensure that you should get good education, being in good environment.
How do you manage the work and teachers?
Managing the works means to have a proper planning. So I always used to have a proper planning that what I'm expecting to get in next 1 week. For that, I have to list out my expectation. I have to list out that the work to be done. I have to schedule the work that is to be done in next 1 week or even sometime more than that. Accordingly, I have to plan for the work. I used to conduct meeting with my staff, with my colleague, with my teachers, and I have to guide them for proper execution of the task that they are supposed to get as learning outcome.
What are the challenges you are facing while managing your work?
Challenges means, managing the work, there is no such challenge. Challenge is that as last 2 years, we are still that carrying the baggage of pandemic gap. As a student, you are knowing quite well that the gap you are facing, that your writing speed, your grasping power, everything is gradually slowing down. So for that, whatever planning we are doing and whatever you are expecting, there is a gap. Challenge is to bridge the gap. But it is not something that we cannot overcome. Yes, last year it was more. This time it is less. Gradually, we are expecting, and I know that we all are going to get your support also, that gradually the gap will be less and will be in a proper streamline. Other than that, our staff is cooperative, they all are capable, so no such challenges there that I am facing. I am happy of the role I am doing over here. Thank you.
Why the school assign state to classes?
See, learning or education is all about learning and understanding. But the learning should not be a kind of, burden for you, right? You should learn by experiencing. If you want to mug up the thing, you have to feel like I have to read so many things, I have to learn so many things, I have to remember so many things. And if you are experiencing it, it will be easier for you to store it in your mind. So simply, it is the part of your experiential learning, right? So why we have introduced state integration? Because what we have observed and what we have researched, that civics always use, it's a kind of boring or monotonous subject. Why? Because you have to learn, you have to remember many things. So when you are performing the roles of each and every minister, right? When you are knowing that how it is being in function and you are very much in the practice, you don't need to read the book, right? You know the answer. Only you have to wait for the question to come and you will be all set to give the answer. That is the part of experiential learning. So it's an effort from our end to give you more comfortability with the content you are having. Nothing else. Thank you.
What you will suggest students to balance their pressure of study?
Pressure itself a kind of hypothetical word. You will be pressurized if you think that, or if you are unable to manage that what you want from yourself. If you are planning your work and if you are doing your daily work, pressure will be nowhere, right? So what I can suggest you that whenever you are going back to home, just try to recapitulate that what teacher has taught you in school, right? Try to write down the main point you have learned today. Sometimes what happens, whatever you are learning in school or teacher is giving lecture, you feel that yes, I am getting everything. After going home, if you are not doing practice, then after few days you will forget everything, right? Do not have this kind of practice. What you are supposed to do, go home, just write down the main point. You will be able to feel the gap, what you have listened, what you have understood, and now what you can recollect. So that gap you have to note it down. Tomorrow, whenever you are coming to school, ask your teacher, ki, ma'am, today I'm having doubt, I didn't understand or I cannot recollect what you have taught yesterday. Then your problem will be addressed, your doubt will be cleared, you will be alright to that. Regarding homework, yes, sometimes you feel that you are in a huge pressure. But homework is not for putting you in pressure. Homework is nothing but it's a kind of reflection of whatever you have taught in school, right? So do one thing, plan your homework in such a way that give half an hour to do the homework. Per day, I think not more than 2 homeworks you are getting, right? Half an hour, do your homework, half an hour, do self-study, and whichever part is pending for you, next, half an hour, do that. You will be alright, nothing else. So pressure, do not feel pressure. Try to release the pressure and just delete the word pressure from your dictionary. You will be happier.
What would you like to tell all the students for good education?
Good education is nothing but to be a good citizen, right? Good citizen means you have to be responsible, you have to be honest. So being responsible and being honest, you have to start from today itself. Be honest to whatever you are learning, right? Be responsible, whatever work is pending with you. And for that, when you will balance all the things, you will feel like you are getting everything. And do not make yourself ready for exam. Exam is a process of evaluation, right? Make yourself ready for each and every day. Whenever you will be coming to school, just have a recap whatever you have, learned yesterday. Pressure, education will be very easy. You don't need to think about. Be a good citizen, be a responsible boy, then that is only the good education we can ensure.
What will you suggest to students to enhance the communication skills?
Well, communication doesn't have any balance to follow. Communication only requires 2 things. First, that you have to be comfortable and you have to be convinced. Being comfortable means that being comfortable with the language you are speaking. Being convinced means whichever word you are throwing, you should be convinced on that. Actually, communication does not require to be perfect also. If you are perfect, it's really good, you are perfect. But apart from that, 2 more things are important. First thing, that is confidence. Second, that is connectivity. So if you want to enhance your communication, you have to focus on 4C. First, that is conviction. Second, that is comfortability. Third, that is connection. And fourth, that is conviction. So that you have to do. And rest, definitely will be a good communicator.
So this was Patralekha ma'am and she answered all the questions nicely. Thank you ma'am.
You are most welcome, dear.
So this was for the day. Keep watching School Tech News channel. Thank you.